Free Your Mind and Mentality, Edition 10. Okay, try to focus on a couple of things here. Angles of a situation in the image, being a critical thinker. Numerology also, but I don't know too much about it. I know that it has a lot to do with your birthday and then how it affects your life. Angles is, there's a lot of people that are very quick to point the finger, but they don't know their own faults. Now when you give criticism to somebody, at least be right. There's a lot of people that will give criticism and say they're wrong even if the person's right. When they're wrong, then they're wrong, but they don't acknowledge that they're right, and they say they're wrong. So really, in my book, in my view, they don't have room to talk. Image is, I guess, related to the way others treat you. Your perception of how they perceive you, the way you act. Now, I guess the only way you're going to be able to change their perception is by changing the way you, how you're perceived by other people. As I've said before, do-gooders are not, a lot of them are not genuine. They just feel that they're better than you. You know, their shit doesn't stink and yours does, and anything you say is not good enough for them. They're right, you're wrong. This is not a sensible. You have to have an evolved sensibility. You cannot just say everybody's opinion is wrong but yours. I mean, I don't do that. I give credit where credit's due. Talk is cheap. Excuses are cheap. There's a lot of people that make an excuse for everything, but what if you gave them $2,000 to 5 minutes to stop what they're doing to help you for 5 minutes? Think they'd say no? Show them the cash. So generally speaking, you know, the right and wrong, we have to have an evolved sensibility, and we don't have that. We're very apathetic people, unconcerned, decadent, complacent, narcissistic, flatulent, narrow-minded, closed-minded, condescending. We display those qualities on a daily basis, but we rarely display being sensible and humble and all the fair qualities that would make our society better. There's a organization, a society that I'm forming. It's called the International Society of Critical Thinkers. Now, we don't want arrogant people. We don't want judgmental people. We want people that have broad-minded views. You know, people need to understand and respect other people's views, even though they don't agree with it. We don't believe in censorship. We don't believe in being punished for our views just because we have an opinion and you don't agree with it. That means you punish us because our view doesn't agree with yours. We want debaters, philosophers, definitely so, and that's a plus. Philosopher, and if you watch Star Trek, that's even a bigger plus. It's a 501c nonprofit organization. So we'll be doing that. So basically, just have to be committed. If you're not committed, if you're not willing to share, you have to have an intellectual ability, be philosophical. Now the other aspects of this organization is that we'll be helping the disabled. We're all about helping the mentally and the physically disabled. Basically, and we also emphasize critical thinking and free speech. That's it for now. Okay, one more note is I want to add kind of an addendum, add-on to what I said earlier. If you're narcissistic and arrogant about what you say, and you're a know-it-all, and you're very sure of your opinions, at least be right. Because you make yourself look like an ass if you're wrong, and you make yourself look stupid. That's a dime a dozen every day, almost every day I encounter it. Do-gooders are usually not genuine, because they feel like you can't be an angel 24/7, first off. Second, if you're not an angel, if you genuinely don't want to help people, if you do want to help people, then be genuine. You can't be genuine and feel you're superior to the people you're helping with, because you're not. We're all human beings, we all have the same faults. I mean, that's just generally speaking. I also recommend you read the book Intellectual Character, what it is, why it matters, and how to get it. Very good book. Talks a lot about dispositions and your internal, external perceptions. A lot to do with the school systems, and apparently the guy was a Harvard professor. Very good book. They should make mandatory that you teach philosophy in school too, and critical thinking. Apparently we don't have a lot of that. So as far as your responses to this, these comments, you might have good or bad things to say. However, it doesn't take away from the truth, the accuracy of what I'm saying. I base it on experience and facts. So it doesn't take away from the bottom line that what I'm saying is honest. I don't sugarcoat it, and it is what it is. So I hope you hear me, because if you hear me, and you hear me and then you hear me, you can hear me but you can't hear me sometimes because it just goes one ear and out the other. But you understand what I'm saying is the bottom line is the truth.